When our journey here on the physical plane is over at the time of our death, the connection between our astral body and our physical body is lost. The astral body separates from the physical. During our lives, a certain amount of our astral or vital energy is stored on the physical world in the form of our aura. At the moment of our death, as a reaction to the loss of a heartbeat, this energy stored in our aura is released. That energy is able to pierce the separation between the physical and the astral planes. Combined with our vital energy left behind to ground us on the astral planes, the energies are able to create a portal to the astral world. The astral plane of the fifth dimension, or heaven if you will, is our principal home for our life between lives. Within this portal is a light bridge that the astral being or spirit can utilize to cross over to the astral plane. This experience is the same for all beings who experience mortal death on the physical plane. Near-death experiences, on the other hand, can be quite unique, because without a complete separation of our astral body with its karmic core from the physical body, the portal would not extend all the way to the astral plane. Awaiting us on the light bridge, we almost certainly can expect to see our spirit guides and maybe even our deceased family members and friends. This is the manner most of us arrive in the higher realm for our life between lives, but we do have free will, even as spirits. This light bridge only remains open for an average of about 24 hours, depending upon the amount of energy we brought with us to the physical realm. For a younger soul, early in its spiritual development, who brought more energy to this earth, the duration of the light bridge could be a day or two longer. For a more advanced soul, less time would be needed to cross. Historically, about 10% of spirits exercise their free will and refuse to cross the light bridge to the other side. Over the millennia, this has added up to a staggering number of spirits. During the past few years, however, the number of spirits choosing to remain has increased substantially. The reasons spirits choose not to cross at the time of their death vary widely. They may fear some form of punishment on the other side because of their actions while alive. Or they mistakenly think they have unfinished business on the earthly plane, or even that their friends and family they are leaving behind somehow need their help or support. But the biggest reason by far that a spirit might choose to remain on the earthly realm after death is confusion. A particularly violent or sudden death often is the cause of the confusion, as is a long and debilitating illness or even mental illness. A particularly vexing reason a spirit may not cross is because the experience of death and the creation of the light bridge to the other side does not match what it may have been taught by religion during its lifetime. The spirit may wander for years or decades seeking the experience it had been promised. But whatever the spirit's reason for remaining behind, it should never have its obsessions indulged or be encouraged to try and manifest itself by those who are able or are trying to communicate with it. The only message it should receive from a living person is a loving but steadfast insistence that it cross over at the first opportunity. The spirit does not belong here and shouldn't be here. It does not have any unfinished business on the mortal plane. The person is dead. That's kind of like the definition of no unfinished business. Spirits that choose not to cross over when they first pass away while their light bridge is still active effectively become trapped on the earthly plane. They are what we call ghosts, with no ability to recreate the light bridge that allows them to cross to the other side. Not only can't they recreate the light bridge, neither can their spirit guides, nor their guardian angels, nor their deceased family members. That is because the only way to enter or leave the earthly plane with our karmic core intact is through the flesh and blood abilities of childbirth and death. Our world had to be designed in this manner to preserve our free will and give us a valid training ground to develop our karma. For ghosts that become trapped, their only option is to find a medium or some other living person who is aware of their presence and knows how to help them. Unfortunately, many ghosts are unable or unwilling to wander far from the place where they died or from where they have trapped themselves. But there are those special individuals who are aware of the need to travel where the spirits are for the sole purpose of helping them to cross over. This should not be confused with ghost hunting, an activity I generally discourage. There are also a very few individuals who understand they have a unique gift that, along with significant help from the astral realms, allows masses of spirits to cross at one time. But the ability to help spirits by using your own vital energy to create a light bridge to the other side is an ability every human being shares. There is no special knowledge needed. There are no special ceremonies, incantations, or prayers required, although none of that hurts if it helps you to focus your intent. Because a clear intent to help a stranded spirit cross through the light bridge you are able to create by yourself is the only requirement. Usually, earnestly talking to the spirit you are aware is trapped is all that is required. What happens is that through your sincere intent, the rhythms of your heart actually change to create the frequency needed to generate a light bridge to the other side. So while there are still millions of spirits trapped on the earthly plane, there are plans in place to bring them back to the spiritual realm where they belong. This is important so that the individual souls can continue with their eternal journey toward full integration with the divine. But it also has major implications for the health and energy of our planet. Helping trapped souls depart from this realm allows any negative energy they may carry with them from their lives or from their time after death to be stripped away from their astral bodies and recycled by our Mother Earth. For a living person, it is important to understand that this is a natural process. In fact, prior to coming to this earth, you agreed to a general life plan that included the time and circumstance of your death. So we really should not waste our time and energy fearing death. Our life should reflect a continued acceptance of our journey and the need to always be prepared for what comes next.